So the last couple of days, we've been talking about goal setting and how to make goals achievable. And yesterday I talked about the why behind achieving your goals. And today, which is the same day, I'm wearing the same outfit, but the second video is going to be about the how behind achieving your goals. This helps you make goals achievable as well. Stick around. And as always, if you enjoy my videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Hey YouTube, it's your girl, The Real Teddy Talks, educating you daily on entrepreneurship, your hustling, your grind, and building generational wealth. I know y'all probably getting tired of my background, and I will have my stuff soon, and I will liven it up and be all YouTube fancy. But in the meantime, please bear with me as I am sitting here with bare bones equipment and bare bones decorations. Just listen to what I have to say and stop worrying about what it looks like behind me. Anyway, today let's talk about goal setting. This will be part 3. Let's talk about the how behind goal setting. The examples I'm going to use today are your typical average examples, which is weight loss and making more money. I don't think everybody needs or wants to lose weight, nor do I think everybody needs or wants to make more money. Those are just two popular examples, and I think they can speak to the majority of the people watching this video. So let's talk about weight loss. People say they want these arbitrary goals. I want to lose 30 pounds. So then they make it more specific. I want to lose 30 pounds because I want to be healthier. I don't want to get out of breath going up and down the steps. I want to play with my kids without being tired. I want to fit into the jeans that I wore the day after I got married. Whatever it is, that's a more specific goal. So the next thing you need to add is your why. And your why is health-based. It's lower your insurance. It's get off of blood pressure medication, whatever. So those are all good reasons and come from a place of abundance, meaning, you know, there are healthy people in this world, and I want to be one of them. There are people that enjoy waking up and they feel good, they sleep good, they're not snoring. I want to be one of those people, and I'm going to make that happen. Great. So then you've achieved the first 3 steps of goal setting. Then you have your why. We talked about it, playing with your kids, being more healthy, etc. But let's talk about the how. Let's take the arbitrariness out of the how of setting your goals. If you wanted to lose 30 pounds, an easy and healthy way to set that goal is to say, I want to lose 2 pounds a week or 1.5 pounds a week. So if you set that goal, that's easy to measure at the end of every week or at the end of every month, right? And then you'll know if you're off track. So if you lose 2 pounds a week for 15 weeks, that's 30 pounds. So in 3.5 months, you can have achieved your goal. You're not rushing it. You don't have to do some kind of crazy diet. You just have to basically change your lifestyle, exercise more, cut out bread, whatever your thing is. I'm not a health fitness advising person. I'm just somebody who's been trying to lose weight my whole life on and off. So I've done it all, right? But whatever your thing is and your method is, you can set that goal and say, I want to lose 1 pound a week. That's 30 weeks. 1.5 pounds a week. I don't know the math on that one. 2 pounds a week. That's 15 weeks. Whatever it is, you can check in with yourself at the end of every week. Is it going to be hard? Yes. Is it going to be hard to stay on that plan? And then you're going to have some weeks where you don't lose any weight or some weeks where you actually gain weight? Yes. But at least you've put in your head what needs to be accomplished and how it needs to be accomplished so you can work towards it. There's an infograph. Let's talk about making money, right? Let's use the number $1 million. I think $1 million is that magical number that everybody thinks will magically solve all your problems once you've achieved it. Let me tell you, it doesn't, okay? $1 million isn't enough to retire on and not do anything else. If I made $1 million right now, I wouldn't quit working. $1 million is nice to have. It's that magical number that makes you feel like something, but it's not necessarily a problem solver. Okay, just let me say that. But anyway, there's an infograph and it says like 10 ways to make $1 million. And it breaks down how you have to sell a widget. A widget is a phrase used to mean a thingamajiggy, a thing, a product, a service, whatever it is. When I say widget, it just means something, right? So if you sold $2,740 worth of widgets every single day for a year, you'd be a millionaire at the end of the year. Or throughout the year, if you got 5,000 people to buy a $200 product, you'd be a millionaire at the end of the year. Now you're talking my language. What if you got 2,000 people to buy a $500 product throughout the year? Then you'd be a millionaire. Better yet, why not get 10,000 people to buy a $100 product or widget? You'd also be a millionaire. It's becoming more tangible. You see, when you're starting throwing these numbers around and you're using different ratios, you're like, I can do that. For those of you that are e-course creators, online course creators, webinar creators, do you have anything that's worth $100? Maybe half of that, maybe $50. So you need to get 20,000 people to do it. But it's so much more doable, especially those of you that have thousands of followers. You can make that happen. You just have to come up with that thing, right? What if you get 5,000 people to subscribe to something that's $17 a month? That's magical. That will make you a millionaire. Once you break down the how, it becomes more tangible with products. You know, I'm creating a product. I'm working with manufacturer. We're about to get into the design and production phase, and that'll be the distribution phase. And I'm not trying to. I mean, of course, I want to make $1 million, but that's not some arbitrary goal I set for myself. But I will set sales goals, and then once I set those sales goals, that's going to determine my marketing, who I market to, when I market, where I market. Because if I'm trying to reach the world, then that's going to cost me marketing costs and advertising dollars. But if I'm trying to reach a niche of people, and these niche are always in the same place, then I only need to market 1 or 2 places. And that saves that money, and I'm hitting 80% of my target. We have to talk about that 80-20 rule. We'll probably do that tomorrow. I think it's called Pareto's Law. Don't quote me on that. We'll talk 80-20 tomorrow to break it down. But in a nutshell, I want you to understand the how. Break down the how behind your goal. Then you're more likely to achieve it because you'll get your planner out, and then you'll start marking off your days. You'll start marking off your suspenses and your deadlines, and then you can track yourself and know if you're on target to reach your goal. Me, I wanted to change from my corporate job to my side hustles within 365 days, matching my income or exceeding it in the process. How am I going to do that? Becoming a social media mogul, boasting and uplifting my 2 blogs, creating and then selling some products, creating and then selling some courses, and partnering and venturing with some people that I adore and love to help them reach their business goals. That's how I plan to switch from my main hustle to my side hustle. What's your goal? I want you to reach your exponential greatness. Invest in yourself 1% a day and have phenomenal results at the end of the year. This is the Real Teddy Talks, signing off.